somebody rang me up, Kasmarek, a good old friend from Poznan, and rang me up and asked if I was, prepared to come to ride for Lublin in Poland in the league. And I thought, I was riding long track at the time on Sundays normally in Germany, and I thought it wasn't really my sport. I would rather ride some more Speedway, and I thought if I could ride the Polish league on a Sunday instead, then that would be great. So I said yes. The first meeting here was incredible with all the, full house, lots of people, 200 journalists or whatever, and it was almost like riding a world final. And so yes, certainly then the attention was to me, and obviously that's great. Being a Speedway rider, you want attention, and nice to get the respect. And I guess it must be have been difficult for the other riders. Obviously, like you say, I was stealing all the attention, and well, I think we were working well together. But I also felt that. I did try and help the other guys as well, and I felt a little bit, I think there was some suspicious thoughts from the other riders. Did I really want to help them or what? And that was the sort of biggest difference to riding, I think, in England, and where everybody was trying to help each other. I think that was a little difficult the first few years in Poland, because for some reason or another was quite suspicious that they didn't think that I was telling them the truth when I tried to help them. But still, it was fun to ride here, and I think the competition was quite good, and especially when you got more foreigners in the different teams as well. And some of the Polish riders was very good, and although at the time they probably didn't have so good equipment as us foreigners, but quite quickly they got good equipment as well a few years later. Well, one of the secrets obviously is that Denmark was on top of the wave at the time. We won the World Team Cup and the pairs as well many times, and obviously I couldn't do that alone. But I did win 4 individual titles as well, and obviously I was very proud of that. And funny enough, the first one was also in Poland in Katowice in 1986. So I have obviously lots of happy memories from Poland, but yeah, I think it's just a matter of I first started out as a 13-year-old on a small 50cc, and at the time there wasn't so many countries that had the small bikes at the time, and I think Denmark had the advantage starting that up as well. So, there was a few of us who was really good at the same time, and I think it was good that we had kind of rivalries as well. Eric Gundersen and myself was like rivals and kept want to beat each other all the time, and I think that also helped to keep the standard up. But generally, I've just been serious about my riding and wanted to be the best in the world. Ever since I started, and kept working hard, and lots of training, getting the bikes organized and get yourself organized, and eventually, it did take me a little while. I came to England when I was 17, sorry, and I didn't win my first title till I was 26. So it did take a while but who knows, if I've ridden like Hancock till I was 46 or 7 or 50 or whatever he's going to ride, I might have won some more, I don't know, but I'm certainly happy with what I've done, and I'm very pleased that I think the most important and what you remember mostly is the first title that you win. I was second 2 years running in 84 and 85 to Eric Gundersen, my rival, so that was quite tough. So to eventually win it in 86 was a really great relief, and very pleased to win it. And I think, looking back, I think that was the most important, and that's what you remember most. That's the first world title, and then to win it another 3 times was obviously great. And looking back, if I won it another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times, it's not so important. I think it was important to win it once and to prove you can win it again, and so I'm really pleased. And then the fact that I've ridden or also won 11 team and 7 pairs is thanks to the other Danish riders as well, and obviously I'm very pleased about that, and hopefully those 22 titles will hopefully won't be broken, that record. To be honest, I think I was quite a hard rider as well. When I first came to England, I think the riders in the old times was quite hard, and they were hard to me. Pushes each other out the corner and that. And I've learned the hard way, and I think I was pretty hard myself. I didn't go the limit. I don't think I never hurt anyone, but I think I was hard enough. And I think to win world titles, you have to be pretty hard in the world finals and generally. So I haven't been a dirty rider, I don't think, but I think I've been a pretty hard rider, and that's, I think it takes pretty hard riding to become world champion. At the time, I think when I was about 38, people started asking, how long are you going to continue racing? And I said to a few journalists that I won't be racing when I'm 40. I know that. I don't know exactly when I would retire, but so it would be either when I was like 39 or 40. So when the year that I turned 40, at the end of '99, I thought this is the right time. I had 2 kids, they're like 4 and 5 years old, and they start sort of noticing when I was going abroad and crying at the doorstep. So you start to think, I would like to be more home with the family. And I thought, you know, I won my titles, I done my thing, and I thought it was the right time. I finished, you know, with the bronze medal in the last year that I rode in '99 in the world in the Grand Prix, and I thought, you know, it's nice to go out on, you know, while you're still reasonably on top. So I thought that was the right time. I can't really imagine that I would have ridden another 6 years like, or 6 or 7 years like Hancock. I really have to. I really admire the guy for being able to find the drive to keep riding. So I don't know how he does it. I got the offer to come and ride in England because I was Danish junior champion the year before when I was 16. And I never really had any idea what I would do if I wasn't to become a Speedway rider, and I still don't know what I would have done if I wasn't a Speedway rider, so no, I don't know. But I'm very pleased that I have been a Speedway rider, and obviously that I've had a great career, and you know, it's been great traveling around the world and meeting different people and seeing different places, and yeah, which I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't ridden Speedway. So, and obviously being successful at the same time, being able to earn a living at the same time from your hobby has been fantastic. Yeah, I think being a coach obviously is a great responsibility, and as you know from the World Team Cup this year, it was a difficult thing for me coming as a new coach and having 3 Grand Prix riders that was not really riding as well as they used to. You know, it's difficult to pick the best team, and so yes, there's a lot of work, a lot of responsibility being the coach. Whereas before, when you were just riding, you know, just went out and do your business and win your races, and that was it. So certainly it's a lot different, but it's also interesting because there's obviously a lot of things you have to do, and quite rewarding if you can make a difference, especially with the young kids. If you can help them and bring them up, and maybe eventually, you know, find a new world champion from Denmark one day.